Okay then, so today is a different day. Today we're not doing a box opening. Today we're going to be taking a look at my process that I go through before I send any card to grading. So if this is something that you're interested in, please stay tuned as there's going to be some great tips. Let's go. All right then, you beautiful bunch of people, Saiyans and Saiyanettes. Today, we're going to be looking at how I go through my process before I send any card to grading. So hopefully there's going to be some good tips in here for anybody who is fresh to sending cards to grading. Now, me personally, I send all of mine to Beckett. I'm a Beckett boy. I absolutely love Beckett. I love the slabs. I love the way they feel. And it's the hunt. It's the hunt for that black label. But there are also... there's quite a few others. There is obviously the other main contender, which is PSA. There is a company in the UK which you've got Ace label grading, sorry, Ace grading. You've got CGC. There's now tag grading. There's so many out there, but this process should help through any of them that you decide to send them to. So today, guys, we're going to be looking at how I go through the process, and we have our Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta Shining Blue Strongest Warrior Secret Rare as our candidate for today. This card actually comes out of Ultimate Advent B26, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. So how I start then, guys, is I will take it out of the sleeve, being extremely careful, and we put that sleeve to one side. So the areas in which I'm looking for then, guys, is I'm looking for the name at the top. Does the border perfectly center itself into the gold stamping, which this one does look very, very well centered. You also look at the ball in the left hand side. Does it look centered to the edge of the card, which this one does again look very, very good. We also have a look at the 45,000 power level. Again, does that one sit itself perfectly within the border? And we also take a look at the BT26 138 SCR. Now, does that look like it sits perfectly within the box? Which it does. So this one I am very confident with. So that is what I look for on the front. We also look at all of our corners, our edges. Now, the beautiful thing that we have with especially Masters set is that the printing quality is just amazing. So we're also looking for, in the gold stamps, guys, or any of the gold foiling, any sort of scratch marks. We're looking for fingerprints, and I think for this one we're doing pretty well so far. So good. So this is what I am looking for on the front. Now, if we turn the card over, we're also looking for the centering on the back. So you're looking at top to bottom, right to left, or left to right, but you're looking to make sure that this border around the outside is as symmetrical and as central as it can possibly be. So again, looking at this one looked very, very good. Okay, so I would confident in saying then, guys, that this one is definitely one for my submission. Now, stay tuned though as well, as if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, smash a like on this video. Give me a comment in the comments box below if you did find this educational and very helpful. So this is something a little bit new for Super Saiyan TCG. I don't normally do videos like this, so I hope you like it. And if you're not already, guys, be a subscriber to the channel, as there is a full 30 card submission that we'll be doing to Beckett. I will go through this very rigorous test on each and every one of those cards and be sending them off in this way. So what I then do, guys, is I then grab myself a penny sleeve, but it's a tabbed penny sleeve, being very, very careful. So you can see here the pull tab. Now, there is a reason for that as well. Now, as much as the top loader is usually the go-to, when it comes to grading, they like the semi-rigid. I presume it's because it makes it easier for them to get it in and out of. It's less stressful on the card as well. So we try and get that in there as carefully as possible. And there he is. He is all ready to go. We have checked him over. The centering looks good. The edges look good. The corners look good. And I couldn't see any scratches, anything there on the actual face of on the back of the card or on the face of the card that would determine that this one shouldn't go off to grading. Now, the reason for the pull tab sleeve then, guys, is look how easy that is. So just pull it out. There's no filling around with the card. There's no digging around for it. Let me show you what I mean. So let's put Gogeta to the back. So let's take this Shin sentencing. He's in a sleeve and he's in a top loader. It doesn't have the tab. And you can see you've got to kind of really dig your fingers in, get in behind it. It could damage the card. The last thing you want to do is send your prized possession off for grading and they damage it trying to get it out. So even though a top loader is probably the ultimate form, as these are a lot more rigid than the semi-rigids, when it comes to grading, it must be a semi-rigid loader. So let's put Shin to one side for now. Now, let's say then, guys, for an example, you don't have any of the sleeves that have the tabs on the top. Not a problem. There is ways around it. So here is one here's one I prepared earlier. So here we have the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Rise of the Super Warrior from BT11. Now, it is in a semi-rigid, but you'll notice I've actually stuck one of those little blue tabs on the back of the sleeve. So that just gives the grader, whoever it is that receives it, whether it be Beckett, PSA, CGC, could be anybody, it just gives them the ultimate chance to take care of your prized possession. So you pop that back in there, and there it is. It's nice and protected. He's not got to dig his fingers in. He's not got to go hunting around inside there. He can literally pull the tab, and it makes the protection of your card a lot easier and a lot better. Now, when it also comes to the sleeves, guys, there are a multitude of different sleeves. Now, there is a specific one called a perfect fit sleeve. I would encourage not to use these. The only reason being, and here's one that here's one I've prepared for us earlier. So let's take this Super Saiyan 3 Son Goku to new extremes. This is, I mean, if you haven't already, guys, and you don't already know, Super Saiyan 3 is my boy. So let's say you've been over this card and there is something that's just not sitting quite right with you. And you don't think that you're going to get a 10. You may not even think you're going to get a 9. It could have some scratches on it. The centering might be terrible on the back. This one actually seems to be okay. There we go. So as you can see, a slight off center there. Now, with some of the grading companies as well, guys, they will accept a 60-40 when it comes to centering. That may have changed by the time of the video release, but that is as far as I'm aware at the moment. But if we take a look at this one, you can see this border here and this border here. One is slightly larger than the other. Only ever so slightly, but that can throw it off. So anyway, as I was saying in regards to the sleeves, this here is a perfect fit sleeve. Now you'll see, I mean, just by putting the card up next to it, it will fit perfectly. Now these are fantastic for if you want to use the acrylic cases. So let's say, for example, there we go. You see how it literally perfectly fits edge to edge, corner to corner. There's no give. But again, imagine if you were a grader trying to get this out. You've got to pinch the bottom. You've got to try and give it a shake, digging your fingers in. It's not what we want for it, guys. So let's say, for example, you have this card in a perfect fit sleeve. It's not good for grading, but you can get yourself one of these acrylic cases. It fits literally bang on. So let's take that acrylic case. Let's put the top on it. So you've now put your favorite card. You're not sending off for grading, but it goes into one of these acrylic cases and it fits literally perfectly. So that is another way, guys, of being able to display your cards in an acrylic case, which is also still going to be UVA and UVB protected, and it not have to sit with the edges folded over. So that's, again, just another tip for you guys. I want to make sure I give you as much information as I possibly can. Let's say, even though this is a bit more of a shorter video, that is exactly how I will be looking when it comes to grading my cards and what I'm looking for. So again, just to recap, we're looking at the edges of the card to make sure that there's no like bad cuts, let's say, or whitening on the edges. You're also looking for your corners to make sure there's no damage to the corners, no where you rip the pack open and you may have pulled the edge on it. We're looking at our surface to make sure there's no scratch marks, there's no fingerprints, and we're also looking at our centering. So we're looking at the back of the card, and this again, this is mainly for Dragon Ball. It does sort of put itself over the broader spectrum when it comes to any TCG, especially for like edges, corners, centering, and surface. But yeah, that is literally, guys, how I will view every single card before it goes through to grading, and this is how I package each and every one of them. So again, if I don't have the pull tab, I will create my own. I will art attack this and create my own. But it just, again, guys, it gives the best protection for your card without the grader having to dig his fingers in and pull it out. So you may have noticed as well, guys, at the back of the video, there is the two secret rares from FB06. If you are new to the Super Saiyan TCG and this is your first ever viewing on the channel, these two cards right here are actually up for giveaway. So all you have to do is, I will leave a link in the description box below for the two videos in where you can able to enter yourselves in for these two giveaways: the secret rare Son Goku Childhood and the Broly BR from Rivals Clash. So the winners for both of these cards will be released on the final unboxing of our last box of FB06. So without further ado, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, leave me a massive thumbs up, smash that like button, leave me a comment in the comments box below if you found this educational and if you actually found it quite helpful to yourselves in getting yourself ready for grading. And last but not least, if you're not already, be a subscriber to the channel and stay tuned, guys, as we've still got at least one more box of FB06 to open. We've got our full 30 card submission that we'll be sending off to Beckett. And also, I have got a review coming up for a card cleaning kit, which can be used before you send your cards to grading, and it can also be used for your private collection as well. So without further ado, guys, I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.